Once you've created an account for the operations center, you may need to add staff members or partners. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick recap of how to do that. You start by logging into the operations center. You get into mydeere.com and you pick the operations center logo, and you end up in this pane. You come up here to the top left, and there's the tools button. You'll drop down the tools, and to add partners and get started working with stuff, you'll go in here and you'll come into the team manager. Under team manager, you can see, hey, I have me, and you can start adding to your team. So I'm going to add a partner. In this case, I'll add Greenmark Equipment. So I'm going to grant access to my partner. I'm going to use my Greenmark Equipment email address. Get it right. Hit next. And then I'm giving the ability to RDA and see the equipment. I'm giving permission to manage some things, see some locations. The basics to do what most people need to do are we need the ability to see 1 through 3 on jobs and locations, and 1 through 3 on equipment. We don't desire to necessarily manage your organization, but if you really need a lot of help through the operations center, the more stuff you give us, the more we're able to do it. We take our data security very seriously. Only a select 5 of us have the ability to see anything that's in here. Technicians only get the ability to view equipment, and no sales staff have that ability. So once you've gotten your permissions set, you'll hit next, and we're going to say finish. So it says, so this pending request is something that I will take care of on the other end. That person who you might make a partner gets a permission request and says, hey, you need to be able to log in here and you need to be able to make this work. What you can do is you can also add staff members. So this would be like if you're saying, hey, what I happen to know about this is I know that Sam needs to be on here, but maybe he doesn't need to have the ability to edit stuff. So if you're working on a farm that has multiple managers, organization has multiple managers, but people come and go, you make a master account and you put bunches of staff members who each have their own login addresses to MyJohnDeere in that account, and if they leave, you just remove them from the account. So this is really good for agronomists, seed salespeople, trusted advisors in one way or another. So in this case, you would just enter their personal email address. So we can do that here. And they will get they'll have some different permissions. So we're saying, hey, we don't want to have them. They're not helping us do anything. They're not helping us plan anything, but they need to be able to see where they're going, and they need to see what equipment is there and be able to help support an equipment. So finish, and then you'll add a partnership, and they'll go in and they'll validate that piece of the puzzle. But if you say, okay, well, this person isn't our agronomist anymore, I want to get rid of them, it's as easy as changing their access or deleting them from the account altogether. So that is the short version of how to utilize the team manager.